மனசு முழுக்க வலி வலி மட்டும்தான். இந்த சுற்றுப்பயணத்தில் என்னென்ன மக்கள் பார்க்க வராங்க, அதுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு காரணம் தான் அவங்க என் மேலே வச்சிருக்கிற அன்பும் பாசமும். அந்த அன்புக்கும் பாசத்துக்கும் நான் எப்பவும் கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறேன். அதனால தான் இந்த சுற்றுப்பயணத்தில் மற்ற எல்லா விஷயங்களையும் தாண்டி
people come to see me when I am touring across districts out of love. They are people are out of love. They are coming to see me.
ரொம்ப ஆழமாக இருக்கும் அந்த எண்ணம். அதனால தான்
this affects me so much. Whatever the incident happened in Karur, it's a very painful incident. It would stay forever in his heart, the pain.
permission கேட்குறது போலீஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டில் அதை ரிக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணி கேட்போம்.
We set aside political reason also, permission for political rallies from the police department.
இந்த நேரத்தில் அத்தனை பேர் பாதிக்கப்பட்டு இருக்கும்போது எப்படி அந்த ஊரை விட்டுட்டு என்னால் கிளம்பி வர முடியும்? நான் திரும்ப அங்கே போகணும்னு
how I would have left the Karur after such a tragic incident. Even I am human only, right?
Situations, வேறு சில சம்பாவிதங்கள் அந்த மாதிரி எதுவும் நடந்துடக்கூடாதுன்றதுக்காக தான் நான் அவாய்ட் பண்ணேன். இந்த நேரத்தில் சொந்தங்களை
there was a panic situation to avoid more chaos in the incident, so we avoided in meeting family victims. Immediately we avoid to reach the spot after the tragedy. After tragedy we avoid to reach the spot immediately to avoid more tragedy and chaos in the Karur.
கூடிய சீக்கிரமே எல்லாரையும் நான் சந்திக்கிறேன். இந்த நேரத்தில் எங்களுடைய
I share my condolences to family who have lost their dear ones. Prayers for the injured for quick recovery. Will meet you soon.
கட்சிகளை சார்ந்த நண்பர்கள், தலைவர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய நன்றியை தெரிவிச்சுக்கிறேன். கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 5 மாவட்டத்துக்கு
I thank party cadres and functionaries and other party leaders for support for TVK.
மக்களுக்கு எல்லா உண்மையும் தெரியும். மக்கள் எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க.
People is watching everything. People knows all the truth behind this.
எனக்கு கடவுளே நேரில் வந்து இறங்கி அந்த உண்மையெல்லாம் சொல்கிற மாதிரி எனக்கு தோணுச்சு. சீக்கிரமே எல்லா உண்மைகளும் வெளியில் வரும்.
When Karur people share the truth, I felt like God is sharing it to him, sharing it to me.
நாங்கள் பேசிட்டோம், தாண்டி எந்த தவறும் எங்கள் சைடில் நாங்கள் எப்படி செய்யலாம். பட் இருந்தாலும் எங்கள் கட்சியை சேர்ந்த நிர்வாகிகள், தோழர்கள் மேலே எஃப்ஐஆர், அது மட்டும் இல்லை சோஷியல் மீடியாவை சேர்ந்த நண்பர்கள், தோழர்கள் அவங்க மேலே எஃப்ஐஆர்லாம் போட்டு பிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க.
FIR has been registered against party TVK party functionary, even on social media, who express their opinion. They also being targeted, and FIR have been registered against them also.
அவங்க மேலே கை வைக்காது. நான் ஒன்று வீட்டில் இருப்பேன், இல்லை நான் ஆஃபீஸில் இருப்பேன். என்ன வேணாலும் சரி.
If you have any issues with me, I will be in home or in office. You come to me, not to touch people.
நம்மளுடைய அரசியல் பயணம் இன்னும் ஸ்ட்ராங்காக, இன்னும் தைரியத்தோடு கண்டினியூ ஆகும்.
Our political journey will continue with with a stronger force and with more.
Vijay, my colleague, joining us to get us details. Vijay, of course, you have been translating what the actor turned politician has been saying. He's pointing fingers at the Chief Minister.
That's right. After almost 3 days, Vijay has come up with a video statement over the Karur tragedy, where 41 41 people lost their lives in the horrifying tragedy at Karur. Vijay says, three important points we have to note. Vijay hints at conspiracy. He says that if someone has issue with him, either they should come to meet him. He would be in his home or is at office. They shouldn't touch the people. This is what Vijay has mentioned this. So we can, in the context, we can understand that he is tacitly mentioning DMK government over this, because TVK has been saying that even in court they have mentioned that there is some sort of conspiracy behind the Karur tragedy. It was like a man-made tragedy. Deliberately, there was no adequate police force. This is what TVK has been saying. Vijay also reiterating the same statement in this video. He also says why this happened only in Karur. The second most important point is why this happened in Karur. He was in Trichy, Namakkal, and even in other districts also there was a proper crowd management. Why this incident specifically happened in Karur? This is what Vijay has asked in this, and also he mentioned that all truth will come out. He said people knows all truth. Those truth will come out very soon. All facts will come out very soon. This is also a very important statement from Vijay. He also mentioned that many criticized why Vijay left immediately. Why after tragedy, after knowing about the tragedy, why Vijay flew to Trichy and he came back to Chennai. This was the biggest question surrounds him for past 3 days. Even people were asking where is Vijay, why he didn't reach the Karur to console the families who lost their life. For this also he gave a reply in his video statement, where he had said that I'm a human. I'm a human too. How can I leave the town when so many were affected? He mean that to avoid more confusion and chaos in over the tragedy, he left. He refused to. He didn't rush to hospital immediately after that tragedy. Even he said when Karur
Vijay Gopal, there's also another important political point that he makes. Vijay also says that don't go attack, don't target the people who work for me. If you want, I'm in my residence, you can target me. Is there a sense that he's also trying to in some way send out a message to the DMK government? Because there have also been people from his team who have been booked. One has also been arrested.
That's right. TVK has been alleging that there is some sort of conspiracy behind that. He even mentioned, as you mentioned, Vijay mentioned about the cases regarding two has been arrested, two TVK functionary, especially one Karur West District functionary, Madhiyaragan, and
Vijay, I'm just coming back to you in just a minute. Veera Raghav also joins us. Veera, what according to you are the big takeaways from what Vijay said today?
Vasudha, from this morning, as I was telling you all, there was a conversation within the TVK. They've had several meetings since yesterday that there has to be some kind of response. In fact, it was becoming embarrassing that the party did not have a second rung of leadership who would even speak out to the press. So several questions were raised. They have moved the courts alleging a conspiracy. So the question was that this is a party without direction. So there was a sense that Vijay needed to speak. But if he came out in public, there were too many questions and they were not sure if they would be able to handle both the kind of questions that came from the press as well as the kind of crowds that may come out if he wants to go out of the house and try and meet the media. So a video message was something we were told was going to come during the later part of the day. The message that Vijay is giving out are twofold. One, Vasudha, is that a key question that was raised is why did you leave that venue as soon as such a tragedy played out? Because a good politician or most politicians would have stayed there to ensure that people were helped out. So there were a lot of criticism about why you left the venue as soon as that event and not stay there to help the people, or your party not seen as helping the people. He has addressed that, saying that at that stage, I didn't want to create more chaos, so I left the place. The other big question that's been raised is that what were the norms that you all flouted? Were you asked to stop? And did you go straight ahead, resulting in the stampede? He says we've done nothing wrong and an FIR has been filed. More importantly, Vasudha, is the allegation of the TVK of a conspiracy. Vijay is asking why only Karur? This is basically hitting out at the possibility or hinting at the possibility of a conspiracy there. These are the points that he's making out. Now I believe that the TVK will seek permission for Vijay to go and meet the families. They want a demonstration of the fact that they are having a response to it. But there are multiple questions that he still needs to answer, Vasudha, and his party leadership needs to answer as far as the events that led to that tragedy is concerned.
Go to my colleague Sam Daniel. Veera, very quickly, help us understand, was Vijay's message on expected lines? What more do you think was expected from him? Because clearly he has not apologized. Do you also feel that his tone was defensive?
That's right, Vasudha. There was this morning when I was talking to a TVK leader, they were asking me this one question. Should we take moral responsibility after accusing of a conspiracy? Should we take responsibility for the event? How do we express our remorse? They were in a bit of a flux in terms of what their response has to be. They wanted Vijay to reach out because they've been saying all along that the only reason why we've not gone to Karur or Vijay has not gone to Karur is because of the crowds. But that was becoming a big point of criticism. The question that Vijay raises, saying that there are several truths that will come out over a period of time, is something important. One needs to see how this plays out. They've demanded a CBI probe. The government has a one-man commission. There are multiple evidences and information that needs to be analyzed very closely, Vasudha. And this is going to be very crucial. It will be very important to see how the TVK acts from now on.
What are your DMK sources saying about this video statement that Vijay has put out?
That's right. Vasudha, as you know, we had a conversation with Kanimozhi Karunanidhi a short while ago. Home Secretary and the ADGP Law and Order will be having a press conference along with the acting DGP in charge here in Tamil Nadu. Sam Daniel will be covering that very closely. The government putting out a lot of information, saying both about preparations, saying that the venue, the fact that the police 100 meters before the Vijay's vehicle reached the venue, they asked him to stop, but they didn't stop. Or his organizers to stop. These are all information the police are putting out. Obviously, as you know, that the criminal cases have been filed. So one will have to wait for what kind of evidence the police puts out. I think ultimately the one-man commission, the one-judge commission report would be crucial. But more important is who is responsible for this. Fixing responsibility.
Veera, let's get in Sam Daniel here. Sam Daniel, you heard Veera out. What, according to you, are the big takeaways from what Vijay put out today? And how is the DMK expected to react to this?
We'll have to wait what the DMK would have to say. But earlier they denied any such allegation that there is a conspiracy involving the ruling DMK. They've denied that. And we'll have to see now that he has made this on record. We'll have to see what the DMK would say. But the key takeaways, Vasudha, one, he has explained why he chose to not be there, especially after arriving at Trichy. By then the tragedy had unfolded, but he says his coming there should not lead to any other chaos, and to avoid that he chose to not come there. And he says, I am also a human being. Would I leave that place if there is when I learn about such major catastrophe? And he again, as the party had told the court today, Vijay also has made it very clear that there could be a conspiracy in behind this stampede. He has specifically referred to why Karur. He has said in the earlier 5 districts there was no incident at all, but why Karur? And he has said there will be more evidence. He also talks about local people in Karur, in his view, sharing the truth, and he says it was like God sharing the truth. And another crucial point, while many speculated that this could be a huge setback for his political journey in the run-up to the 2026 elections, Vijay says, friends, our political journey will only get stronger and continue, and he says very soon he would meet. There is also a political message as he continued during his campaign targeting Chief Minister MK Stalin. Here he has said, Mr. Chief Minister, if you have Vendetta, any plans for Vendetta, do anything for me, but don't touch my leaders. I'll be at home or office. So there is a sense of a political message here. But amid all the allegations that the TVK deliberately delayed Vijay's coming there was an attempt to let the crowd surge to make a political statement, to display the kind of following the party has. On that, Vijay has refrained from speaking. And he has again made it very clear in the very beginning of his speech that public safety, people's safety was paramount. It was on that basis they had sought permission for specific locations with the police. We'll have to now wait and watch what the government at least would have to respond to these specific allegations. But it appears that Vijay is in a sense confident about taking this issue or fighting this issue legally. The party has already moved the court asking for a CBI probe, and now he talks in terms of more evidences or more facts or truth coming out very soon. Vasudha.
Gopal, also help us understand TVK Vijay's big message to not just TVK cadre but also in some ways to the DMK, that if you want to target me, you have to come to me and you can't target the people who work for me. And also the fact that he's thanking political leaders who have stood by him, who have supported him. In that sense, what is the larger political takeaway that you find from his video statement, and is there a glimpse into his own political future, immediate future, that you see in the video statement that he released today?
Vasudha, after this incident or horrifying stampede happened, there was no political parties blamed Vijay except DMK. A few DMK leaders only come up with allegation against TVK as they are ruling government in the state. So it is like very obvious that the fight is between DMK and TVK, but no other parties like AIADMK and BJP and even other parties like small parties in the state didn't make any comments against the Vijay. They just advised, they just registered their condolences to the victims who lost their life. But however, BJP leader Annamalai, we listened into BJP leader Annamalai, what he had said. He advised Vijay to change his way of campaigning. Vijay should be careful while doing his political campaign. There was no politics around this, but however, a few Congress leaders we able to see they also criticized Vijay for not following the norms which was laid by police officials. So these are all the scenes we able to see. But from Vijay's statement, what we able to understand is while completing his speech, he directly named the Chief Minister, sir. If you have any urge to take action, revenge, or if there is any issue, do whatever you want to me. You do whatever you want to me, but don't lay your hand on them. I will be in home or in his office. This is the exact statement of Vijay. Before that, he mentioned about the cases which were registered against the TVK functionaries. So in this context, he requests Chief Minister MK Stalin not to take revenge on the party functionaries. If there is any issue, he asked Chief Minister to directly deal with the TVK Chief Vijay. But we have to wait and see what DMK has to say. TMK has to react to this. But because earlier police mentioned that as TVK failed to follow the rules and regulations, which was like conditions by police officials, which lead to a chaotic situation in the Karur. So that's why they have taken action against 2 TVK functionaries as of now, and they also named TVK General Secretary N Anand and CTR Nirmal Kumar in the FIR. So we have to wait what DMK is going to react over this, Vasudha.
Right. Veera Raghav, whatever Vijay said today is in line with what you've been reporting, because, there's a sense that TVK also wanted to put out a statement. There was a lot of blame that was attributed to them, especially because the party was seen as not really responding well to a crisis. What more can you tell us from your sources when it comes to Vijay's immediate political future? Do you get a glimpse of that from the video statement that he released today?
Vasudha, as you rightly pointed out, this is the first response from Vijay. Look, he was under enormous criticism. The question is also, is it just a one-man party? What about the rest and the second leadership? Not even a spokesperson out to speak for the party. These are questions that the party is grappling with. The fact that they were not able to handle this crisis in a way that they should have is also something that's a big lesson for the party. It is testing the second tier and the structure of the party, Vasudha, and that is essential. It sort of exposes what kind of decision-making process happens, how much of a system is there in place to handle a situation of this nature. Grappling with how to respond to it was a key factor that I figured in the morning when I spoke to some TVK leaders. Of course, they've come out with their first response. I think the next stage is going to be 2 important aspects to this, Vasudha. One is the accusation of a conspiracy, not taking responsibility for the event that happened while expressing sadness. So that's very clear. It's clear that the party wants to take on the conspiracy line and accuse that this was not a natural event. This was not an event that happened as an accident, but was an incident. One has to wait and see what kind of evidence comes from the Commission of Inquiry to substantiate this. The second is, of course, the reach out for the CBI probe. Vasudha, there are DMK leaders who say that Vijay's party is in a difficult spot right now.
Right.
One is the state police, which they believe that the DMK can control. The other is the central government agencies, which the BJP has a say over.
Veena, just hold on to that thought. Ashwathaman of the BJP joins us now. Ashwathaman, how do you look at Vijay's first video statement after this tragedy? Because he clearly is not taking responsibility or apologizing. He's saying that truth is going to come out. He's in fact thanking political leaders who have supported him.
It is very important to note or reckon that the speech of Vijay, he giving some conspiracy part that has to be considered properly. So the CBI inquiry is demanded in this situation because now it is disputed question of facts. Now that one allegation is against state police, so it is a natural justice now. We have to consider the natural justice. No one should be the judge for his own case. So it is very, very important to conduct an inquiry by the another agencies apart from state police. So the CBI inquiry is now necessary.
Right. But Ashwathaman, the fact that an experienced political leader would have at least apologized or in some ways sounded apologetic about what really happened. Do you think that was something that was missing from Vijay's video statement today? What do you think he lacked? Where do you think he should have done more to make him seem at least empathetic to what has happened?
That is true. That is he has to do that apology and other things. That is also really it is missing. I agree with you, but it is that apology and other things. It is not because we are seeking for justice. We are run to justice, at least because we need justice for the victims. So that apology will not give justice to the victims. So my concentration is that has to be reckoned because he said. Why it happened in Karur only? That is the question Vijay asked. Now that has to be answered.
Ashwathaman, today is also the day when NDA delegation is in Karur. They are talking to a lot of victims and their families. What is expected from that delegation? Because there's a question that's being asked that the BJP has been very fast in appointing this delegation in a crisis like this, in an opposition ruled state, with a lot of alacrity that's not really seen in other crises.
Vasudha, let's not forget that there are multiple political connotations here. I wish we could ask Ashwathaman Alimuthu or the BJP, Vasudha, one specific question, which is Vijay has been attacking the BJP repeatedly. Between Vijay and the DMK, who do they see as their bigger enemy? And I think that question will perhaps reflect the political realities of Tamil Nadu, Vasudha. What DMK leaders were sharing is that Vijay seems to be questioning the state police. Does he trust the CBI?
Yeah.
Does that make him more dependent on the BJP in some ways?
Because that is what is doing the rounds. Ashwathaman Alimuthu, my colleague, is asking this very important question because at this point of time, you clearly do not trust the investigation that the DMK government would do. Would you be comfortable with the CBI inquiry, which clearly seems to be the case? Who is a bigger enemy for you in Tamil Nadu? Is it the DMK or is it Vijay?
No. It is not as if the enemy. Actually, CBI is not a BJP's one. It is an autonomous body. Why DMK is used to afraid about CBI? Even in Anna University case, now in the kidney, the human trafficking case at Namakkal. Why they are hesitant to allow another agencies to inquire? That is
Mr. Alimuthu, then why don't you wait for the one-judge commission to file its report? Why don't you wait for the one-judge commission to file its report? Why do you question that that's not going to be partial?
One-judge commission will not give any order, sir. It is only recommendatory.
So wait for the report.
Directory in nature. No. It is not at all necessary to wait because it's a eyewash. See, everyone in India knows that one-man commission cannot be able to give punishment or penalty to anybody for the wrongdoers. It is an eyewash. They can recommend something. Hereafter, that kind of meetings will go like that, like this. That can be done by the judge. but we need for justice. See, now it is a disputed question of facts. That is my case. They said so. It happened only in Karur.
Ashwathaman, the fact that NDA has been very quick in putting together this delegation, sending them out to Karur just 2 days after this crisis, do you think that the BJP and NDA need to take note of every crisis in the country like this? Because that is one criticism that's coming out from the DMK, that the NDA has just done this for political reasons.
This never happened before. That is the reason we constituted a committee to inquire. Because four lives is not an easy deal. It should not be it should not be climb other way.
Vijay Gopal, Veera, I'm coming to in just a bit. Vijay Gopal, help us understand, the NDA delegation is in Karur today. What have they done? And Vijay's statement coming in the midst of all this, how do you see it?
Vasudha, BJP delegation led by Hema Malini MP reached Karur by afternoon. They met the victim's family and they inquired about what exactly happened in the Karur Stampede. Even we saw BJP leader Annamalai and other BJP state leaders where they given explanation to them. Even we saw eyewitnesses speaking to the BJP delegates. Hema Malini, while speaking to the reporters after meeting victims in the family, mentioned that they demand impartial judicial probe into the Karur Stampede. Even Anurag Thakur said Anurag Thakur mentioned that he criticized the state government also. He also said they have prepared a list of questions to post to both officials and the organizers. So they are likely to question organizers and officials regarding the stampede incident. What exactly unfolded? How this stampede happened, which killed 41 people. In the horrifying tragedy, Vasudha.
Veera Raghav, the main question that Vijay has asked is, why did this happen in Karur? The fact that Karur is also the hometown of Senthil Balaji, he is being seen as critical to this entire episode. Help us understand, why is that question so important?
That question is extremely important because it's hitting out straight at Senthil Balaji and the DMK, Vasudha. And I think that's the insinuation that they're making, that look, everywhere else it's happened, here it didn't happen. So, these are controversial figures, but we leave that. I think very important question to you, Vasudha, as well, as somebody who tracks the BJP very closely. It's very interesting.
Veera, let's talk to A. Saravanan of the DMK. And A. Saravanan, how do you look at Vijay's speech? He has clearly said that if you want to target me, don't go for the people who are working for me, target me, I'm in my residence. This is in some ways a clear message to the DMK government.
No, what message is there? He is not even able to give a message to the people who are affected by his own conduct, irresponsible conduct fueled by greed. And what message he is trying to send now? For a video message, we'll have to wait 3 days, he said. What kind of a political leader he is? And he says, come and arrest me. Does he think this is some film shooting going on? So that, people will go to his house and arrest him? There is a process, there is a procedure, and investigation is going on. The person who has sought the permission, who was responsible on the ground, has been arrested now. Investigation will go on. Then whoever is involved, the long arm of the law, will not keep quiet.
Sir, if investigation's going on, Mr. Saravanan, why are you jumping to conclusion and saying that they are responsible for it? You should have also waited. Your leadership waited, but you have not. You all have blamed Vijay before the investigations are completed.
See. The blame is only because the way, that's what. You would have seen, Raghav, the minute-by-minute account of what had happened. Every media house has given out, and every single incident is on camera. And everybody is on the consensus that this could have been avoided. The only reason it fueled is that he came late. They said 8:45. If he had come there by 8:45, 2,000 people would have been there. And if he had been there at Karur at 12 p.m., maybe 3,000 people would have been there. But he did not want that. He thought that was an insult to his image. So he made people wait in the hot sun. And that fueled, and the police officer, today's bail hearing was there. In the remand application, the police was on record that they told Mr. Adhavarjuna to stop because the crowd surge is there. But they refused to listen to the police officer. Whom will you believe? The police officer or a politician?
No, we believe whatever the final
you are
verdict
the
is going to
elected
be.
government. Shouldn't you have anticipated this? Because you have the intelligence, you have the agencies, in your control. So clearly this is expected from the elected government and you can't really run away from that responsibility, isn't it?
Nobody is running away. It is, I'm telling you, it is because of the presence of the police, the alacrity of the police. Many more deaths have been prevented. And all of them who were injured were immediately rushed to the hospital. You would have seen the hooliganism of the TVK cadres assaulting the ambulance drivers who were there to pick up the people who were fainted. This is the kind of thing we were handling. And what will you say? The kind of audacity, the temerity they have, the arrogance they have to keep on going even after insistence by the police officer to have stopped. If the police had intervened there, what would have happened? A huge riot would have happened. If Vijay was stopped there, see, everybody, the police officials have done their best. But the stupidity of the organizers is responsible for these 41 people dying.
But Mr. Savalan, when Vijay says that this has happened only in Karur and that is something that needs to be reflected upon, and he's saying that people of Karur have started speaking out, what is he talking about?
Yeah, see, that's what. I don't know, some film script writer has given him this speech. I'll tell you the difference between Trichy, Nagapatnam and Karur. Trichy and Nagapatnam, he was on time. Trichy, he was there on time and illegally he conducted a roadshow. Case has been registered against him in Nagapatnam. He went from Trichy airport to Nagapatnam in how many hours? 45 minutes he went there. And it was considered a flop show. So they did not want another flop show here. They wanted a huge groundswell there. That is why the delay. The delay was deliberate.
Okay,
why have you not asked this? Anybody who's speaking on Vijay?
Kovai Satyan of the AIADMK joins us. Kovai Satyan, you've been raising a lot of important questions since this tragedy happened. How do you look at Vijay's statement? In fact, he is saying that the truth will come out. He's in fact said that he has prioritized people's safety over everything else. So he's not really apologized. He has sounded defensive though.
The statement, I would view it as better late than never. See, he leaving the premises and coming to Chennai has not gone well with the common man of Tamil Nadu. And it has not gone well with his own party cadres. What everyone expected was Vijay will be there with them or maybe his team will be there. But none were present, which is a huge disappointment for his cadres as well as for the general public. Now, after 3 days, he releasing a statement stating that target me, not my cadres. It's more cinematic. A leader has to be the voice of the voiceless. He has to ensure that he delivers justice to those victims and their families, with the conspiracy theory gaining grounds every day. You should ensure that if there were a conspiracy, then the justice should be delivered. Not making dialogues in the movie like don't target my fans, target me. This doesn't do any good.
Right. But Mr. Kovai Satyan, the fact that he said that this has happened only in Karur and not in other places, how do you see that statement?
That's why I said there is a conspiracy theory which is gaining grounds. Vijay should have focused more on that. It is not about, neither I could see any concrete statements on what is the course of action by himself and his team for the people who are still in the hospital. He has announced a salatium, that's fine. But there is a conspiracy, that's what everybody is talking now. How is he going to approach it? How is he going to deliver justice? How he and his team is going to stand by those victims who are the voice of voiceless? How is he going to be the voice of the voiceless is what matters most.
Okay. Before I go to some reactions, Veera Raghav, very quickly, do you see this episode also becoming all about... Okay, Kovai Satyan, do you see this episode as becoming all about TVK versus DMK, because that seems to be the crux of the fight here, or do you think that that is just a phase?
I would say it's yet another episode of exposing the incompetence of DMK. Last year there was an air show in Chennai wherein 5 precious lives were lost right under the nose of MK Stalin, which is as similar to this. Crowd swelling, humidity, no water availability, no medical team could reach them on time. And they have not learned the lessons. 68 precious lives lost in Kallakursi because of huge tragedy. Nobody visited. Neither MK Stalin nor Minister, no one visited. Are
Saravanan,
those
very
lives
quickly, would you like
inferior
to
to these
respond to
40
that?
lives lost?
Yeah. Okay, Saravanan,
Sorry?
we seem to have lost him, but we'll get all of these people back. Let's also take a look at what TVK founder Vijay said today.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் லைஃப்பில் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பெயின்ஃபுல்லான ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷனை நான் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணதே கிடையாது. மனசு முழுக்க வலி மட்டும்தான். இந்த சுற்றுப்பயணத்தில் என்னென்ன மக்கள் பார்க்க வராங்க, அதுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு காரணம் தான் அவங்க என் மேலே வச்சிருக்கிற அன்பும் பாசம். அந்த அன்புக்கும் பாசத்துக்கும் நான் எப்பவும் கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறேன். கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 5 மாவட்டத்துக்கு பிரச்சாரத்துக்கு போனோம். இந்த மாதிரி எதுவுமே நடக்கல. ஆனால் கரூரில் மட்டும் ஏன் எப்படி நடக்குது, எப்படி நடக்குது? மக்களுக்கு எல்லா உண்மையும் தெரியும். மக்கள் எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. கரூரை சேர்ந்த அந்த மக்கள் அந்த உண்மையெல்லாம் வெளியில் சொல்லும்போது எனக்கு கடவுளே நேரில் வந்து இறங்கி அந்த உண்மைகள்லாம் சொல்கிற மாதிரி எனக்கு தோணுச்சு.
So to make sense of Vijay's statement, we also have Tamilisai Soundarajan joining us. She's been the former state president of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, also former governor of Telangana. Thank you, Tamilisai Soundarajan, ma'am, for speaking to us. Ma'am, how do you read, how do you see Vijay's statement today? He clearly is not apologetic. He has said that he prioritized people's safety over everything else. I remember you saying that nobody should be politicizing these statements, but what is it that you read in what Vijay said today?
So even though it is a delayed video show, but it is a need of the hour, I think, because from the morning the total picture is deviated towards Vijay. There is inquiry, but the TMK leaders started giving press meets saying that Vijay did mistake. I am not accepting the death of the 41 cadets, and I'm really, the grief is in my mind yet. But I'm asking, they are arresting the Vijay functionaries for the social media briefings, but the same type of briefings also accusations also on Vijay also. So particularly they are arresting, they are very unilateral, and they are biased against only the cadres of Vijay, and they have arrested the 2 district presidents of Vijay, and even the single bench judge. When I see her interactions with the people in the televisions, she herself is coming to a conclusion. When people are asking her, people are interacting with her, she has come to a conclusion, no, Vijay should have come out of the caravan much earlier, Vijay should have reached earlier. So almost from the morning, the political scenario is that Vijay is going to be pinpointed for all the calamities which happened, and all his cadres are demoralized. So this video clipping will support and motivate his cadres to be courage enough to face the situation.
Right.
And this is the need of the hour, even though it is a delayed bite. But it's a needed bite.
You raise a very important concern with regard to the investigation that's going on from the side of Tamil Nadu cops with regard to arrests, especially on social media posts. What is the concern that you're raising? Do you think that it is biased? Do you think that it's not objective? What is the most important concerns that you've raised?
No, actually, from the morning, almost 25 functionaries has been arrested. But they are not only, these are the people who have made some derogatory words about the police, government, okay. But there are same type of posting against Vijay also. There are some very harsh words against him also. So the arrest is only on they are arresting only the cadres of Vijay, and they are pinpointing only the Vijay. But the inquiry is going on. They are not waiting till that. From the morning, or whether it is Kanimoli, whether it is Arasa, they started giving press briefings saying that Vijay did a mistake. We are not judging anything with these videos or all the press briefings. But from the morning, almost the government has taken a decision to be biased against Vijay, and the Vendetta activities against Vijay. So now he is compelled to release a video and saying that CM, don't demoralize my cadres. If you want any action, I'll be available. So this is a video will give support to his cadres.
Right, ma'am. Who does the BJP see as more accountable, responsible for this crisis? Do you hold the DMK government, the administration completely responsible, or do you think it's the TVK that should hold the entire responsibility?
No, either way. For example, even though the police is repeatedly saying that they told only 10,000 people will be attending the program, but I have been in administration. First they will tell 10,000, and it is the responsibility of the police and the government to monitor the inflow of the people. If the inflow of the people is more than expected, then they should immediately action on war footing. So just like that, they cannot just draw a line saying that no, they asked only for 10,000. Even a lakh people come, we are not bothered about that. A government cannot say that. And at the same time, Vijay also should follow some protocols, political protocols very clearly, and he should attend the programs on time because he is new to the political field and he is not much experienced. But we cannot excuse him for that also. So there should be a balanced activities. But totally, the government is biased activities towards Vijay. It is something making him to release this video, and he should be a moral support his cadres.
Right. But Tamilisai, ma'am, the NDA has also appointed a delegation. The delegation, in fact, of MPs is in Karur today talking to families of victims. Opposition parties are saying that the reason why NDA or BJP is keen on Karur investigation going to the CBI is because of political reasons. They want to put pressure on Vijay is what they've claimed. How would you react to that?
No, it's wrong. It's wrong because I really thank our national president for appointing a group of MPs who are all much experienced, and their visit really gave a moral support to the people, and the people were able to express their views more freely than with the inquiries. So it is the need of the hour, and we are happy that our people are also happy. They are interacting more freely with the MPs. It's not the first time that fact-finding group of MPs or MPs group are deputed to a place. It's not the first time. So we are caring for the people and we are concerned about the people. So our party has deputed a team of experienced leaders. So how can they say whatever done by BJP, if it is blamed and if it is politicized, we are not bothered because we want to stand with the people. We want the truth to be brought out.
Yeah, the criticism is that if the BJP wants this inquiry to be under the CBI, why not really wait for that one person judicial commission to give out its report before this delegation makes its own investigation?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Yeah, no. As things goes on, we are not confident on the single judge inquiry because I told no. I am watching the television. She is interpreting. When the people are telling something, she is interpreting. Vijay should have come out earlier, and she herself put the words in the mouth of the people. And even the collector, the SP was not suspended. Collector was not transferred, and all the administration, the powerful administration of the ruling party is there in their own place. Then how the inquiry will be fair and fair? So only we are asking because the government has appointed her, and the way the inquiry is going on, it is in a different way.
Right. Thank you so much, Tamilisai Soundarajan, for joining us. Also, coming up now is my colleague Veera Raghav's conversation with TVK General Secretary Arun Raj.
Joining me now is General Secretary of the TVK, Mr. Arun Raj. One of the first official voices after Vijay's video has come out, the first official voice since the stampede of the TVK to speak out. Sir, what took you all 3 days to respond? There have been many questions that's asked, and it's seen as insensitive that there was no response from the party.
See, for everybody else, this was politics. For us, it was a personal family loss, and it was a moment of huge tragedy, and we were all in mourning. So we can't imagine the amount of personal trauma we all underwent. So that's, this is a moment which we didn't expect at all. And this unexpected turn of events was it has totally shook us all. This is why it took us time to recuperate.
Even if I concede to the point that you were in a state of shock and you all didn't respond, now you are alleging a conspiracy. Sir, what evidence do you have of a conspiracy? Is it purely a political smokescreen to divert attention?
Definitely not. And this media is not the right forum to put all this information and evidences which we have. We will submit all this information and pieces of information, evidences we have before the agency which will probe this incident.
So you were saying you will submit it before the evidence, before the agency that will probe it. Sir, you all have demanded for a CBI probe. Vijay has taken on the BJP as well. If you don't trust the state government and state police, how sure are you that the CBI will conduct an impartial probe?
First thing is that there is a conflict of interest. So we are the state police. It directly comes under the overall purview of the state government. So we don't have trust in the state police. This is the reason why we are demanding an impartial court-monitored probe. We sincerely believe that justice will be done, and we are hoping for an impartial probe. That's why we are asking for a probe by an independent agency, and we hope that justice will prevail. Truth will come out.
My final question to you, sir, I hope you will join us live at some point of time, but my final question at the moment to you is very simply, does this derail Vijay's political rally? Will he continue with his Saturday rallies, or will he reconsider those? What happens to the political future of the TVK and for Vijay?
Our leader has clearly spelled out that we will emerge stronger and with much more vigor. We will fight for the people, and we will fight for all this. We will ensure that justice is delivered, not only for these people who have lost their innocent people who have lost their lives, but also for all these people of the state. And we will definitely, as our leaders said, we will emerge stronger, and we will continue our fight, and our politics will grow only much stronger from here on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arun Raj. I hope you will join us live soon. I know you've had several meetings with Vijay. Thank you for taking time out and speaking to us here.
That's my colleague Veera Raghav with an important voice from TVK. This is the first top voice from TVK speaking after the crisis in Karur, the stampede that took place. Arun Raj, the General Secretary of TVK, making it clear that the party wants an impartial probe by an agency and does not completely trust what the state government is doing. They've also said that the reason why Vijay released the statement 3 days later is because he was mourning, the party is grieving and assessing what really happened. Now this comes on a day TVK's Vijay has put out his first video statement in which he has said that the truth will come out. My colleague Veera joins us with more details on this. Veera, that first interview with a top voice in TVK, especially after the crisis that happened in Karur, Arun Raj making that important point that the party wants an impartial probe. How do you read this? What are the big takeaways from what the party wants now?
Two things, Vasudha. One is that he adds that, look, we went out on Twitter and X and we posted our message. We couldn't come out because we were in deep shock and mourning. That's the excuse that the TVK has put out for not being able to speak until now and speaking 3 days later. Now, most important, Vasudha, is the demand for a CBI probe. The question is, and as you have been following TVK very closely from Vijay's rallies, he has been really harsh on the BJP. This is an ideological position for the TVK. Now, once you've asked for a CBI probe, depending on how this plays out, how is his politics going to change? And I think that's a very, very crucial question to ask. You have been going after the DMK and you've been going after the BJP. The AIADMK has been very circumspect in its reaction to this entire stampede or the attack on TVK because the AIADMK, as you know, looks at some kind of understanding with the TVK at some point of time. The smaller parties are taking the side. The Congress is calling the TVK. How this is going to change the TVK's politics is going to be something very crucial to look at. Number two, what kind of an organization structure are they going to build to ensure that there is a second line leadership, because this has exposed that fault line majorly, Vasudha. There's nobody else but the leader to speak, and that's a question that I think we should put across to the TVK as well. But overall, I think at the moment they are in damage control mode. They believe that they want to go aggressively after the DMK as far as the conspiracy theory and the conspiracy allegation is concerned. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out in the coming days in the Saturday rallies for Vijay.
Right, but Veera, both Vijay and Arun Raj seem to be rallying behind this one thing, that truth will come out, which means that what meets the eye is definitely not what the truth is. That's what the TVK wants us to believe. What do they want to tell us when they say that truth will come out?
Their accusation, Vasudha, is that there were few people who were there. There was a conspiracy that was hatched to create a stampede-like situation in Karur. It was not an accident that unfolded. They want to insinuate that this is an incident. It is somebody who had a conspiracy to create some kind of chaos there, and that resulted in the stampede. In fact, some sections of the TVK had questioned, why so many people were there. There was some slipper that was thrown, kind of accusations that were made. From the police's side, the police say that about 100 meters before the rally or 50 meters before the venue where the Vijay's vehicle had to go, the DSP and the inspector in charge had gone and told them, please don't go ahead, there is going to be chaos. What people are telling us is that there was a moving crowd and then there was a stationary crowd. It's the combination of the moving crowd with the stationary crowd which came along with Vijay. That's the moving crowd comes along with Vijay's convoy into an already packed audience. That led to the stampede. The key question, Vasudha, and this has puzzled everyone, is the loss of life. One has heard 8, 10, those kind of numbers. 41 people dying in a stampede of that nature where there was no major incident, for instance, like a post falling or a big banner falling. None of that happened. 41 people dead is a huge question mark. Vijay wants to insinuate that there is a conspiracy. The government says it's the fault of the organizers. This is going to be a defining battle feature in the TVK versus DMK battle in Tamil Nadu, Vasudha.
Right. Veera, also an important question. What happens to Vijay's politics from here on, because he has rallies scheduled this Saturday in Vellore and Ranipet. Also, the case is coming up for hearing on Friday. He clearly would want to go to Karur as well. What is it that you gather from TVK sources on what is he likely to do?
It's extremely unlikely that the rallies will go as planned in Vellore and Ranipet, Vasudha, because it's going to be difficult for the party to get into a situation of that nature. There are two worries that the party had that some sources had shared with me. One is, if Vijay comes out tomorrow and let's say we take him to Karur, if another incident happened, again you will blame us for it. If he doesn't go, you'll blame us for it. We are damned if we do, we are damned if we don't. We want absolute clarity. We want the courts to order complete protection for us and for Vijay to go meet the families. We want the police to be absolutely clear about protection for the family, for Vijay and for those who come to see him. We would rather have it at a big venue in Karur instead of going to each one's house. So these are questions that the TVK is trying to put before the administration and their own political structure. What will happen to his Saturday rallies? Will it now be in mass, in grounds, or will it be in street corner meetings like other politicians do? Is a difficult question. Remember, he has the right to campaign, but the state has a duty to protect. But how are we going to merge those two rights and duty with the practical realities of the kind of crowds that Vijay attracts? That's a puzzling question. It's easier to debate it, very, very difficult to implement it.
Absolutely. Politics is so much beyond the academics of everyday life and also so much about practical realities. Veera, do stay with us. Let's take a look at what Vijay actually said today. This is the first video statement that he has released after the crisis, after the stampede that took place in Karur that killed 41 people.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் லைஃப்பில் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பெயின்ஃபுல்லான ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷனை நான் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணதே கிடையாது. மனசு முழுக்க வலி மட்டும்தான். இந்த சுற்றுப்பயணத்தில் என்னென்ன மக்கள் பார்க்க வராங்க, அதுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு காரணம் தான் அவங்க என் மேலே வச்சிருக்கிற அன்பும் பாசம். அந்த அன்புக்கும் பாசத்துக்கும் நான் எப்பவும் கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறேன். கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 5 மாவட்டத்துக்கு பிரச்சாரத்துக்கு போனோம். இந்த மாதிரி எதுவுமே நடக்கல. ஆனால் கரூரில் மட்டும் ஏன் எப்படி நடக்குது, எப்படி நடக்குது? மக்களுக்கு எல்லா உண்மையும் தெரியும். மக்கள் எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. கரூரை சேர்ந்த அந்த மக்கள் அந்த உண்மையெல்லாம் வெளியில் சொல்லும்போது எனக்கு கடவுளே நேரில் வந்து இறங்கி அந்த உண்மைகள்லாம் சொல்கிற மாதிரி எனக்கு தோணுச்சு. சிஎம் சார், உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது இந்த பழி வாங்கணும் அப்படின்ற எண்ணம் ஏதாவது இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணுங்க. அவங்க மேலே கை வைக்காதீங்க. நான் ஒன்று வீட்டில் இருப்பேன், இல்லை நான் ஆஃபீஸில் இருப்பேன். என்ன வேணாலும் செய்யுங்க. நாங்கள் போய் அந்த ஸ்பாட்டில் இருந்து நாங்கள் பேசிட்டோம். அதை தாண்டி எந்த தவறும் எங்கள் சைடில் நாங்கள் எதுவும் செய்யலை. பட் இருந்தாலும் எங்கள் கட்சியை சேர்ந்த நிர்வாகிகள் தோழர்கள் மேலே எஃப்ஐஆர், அது மட்டும் இல்லை சோஷியல் மீடியாவை சேர்ந்த நண்பர்கள் தோழர்கள் அவங்க மேலே எஃப்ஐஆர்லாம் போட்டு இப்போ பிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க.
Well, Tamil Nadu cops are also set to address an important press conference today. We will be tracking every bit of that, but it's time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back. TVK founder Vijay has released his first video statement after the stampede in Karur that killed 41 people, and this happened in his rally. This is his first video statement in which he has said that he prioritized people's safety. He has not really apologized in his video statement, but he has also said that the truth will come out. He has also said that people of Karur are speaking up. He has also, in an inference, in an indirect message to the DMK government, he has also said that if there's a need to attack him, he needs to be targeted, and that people who work for him should not be targeted, should not be really suppressed. Let's take a look at this conversation that my colleague Vijay had with TVK General Secretary Arun Raj. This is a top voice that NDTV is getting you from the TVK stable, first time after the crisis that took place in Karur.
Joining me now is General Secretary of the TVK, Mr. Arun Raj. One of the first official voices after Vijay's video has come out, the first official voice since the stampede of the TVK to speak out. Sir, what took you all 3 days to respond? There have been many questions that's asked, and it's seen as insensitive that there was no response from the party.
See, for everybody else, this was politics. For us, it was a personal family loss, and it was a moment of huge tragedy, and we were all in mourning. So we can't imagine the amount of personal trauma we all underwent. So that's, this is a moment which we didn't expect at all. And this unexpected turn of events was it has totally shook us all. This is why it took us time to recuperate.
Even if I concede to the point that you were in a state of shock and you all didn't respond, now you are alleging a conspiracy. Sir, what evidence do you have of a conspiracy? Is it purely a political smokescreen to divert attention?
Definitely not. And this media is not the right forum to put all this information and evidences which we have. We will submit all this information and pieces of information, evidences we have before the agency which will probe this incident.
That was TVK General Secretary Arun Raj speaking to NDTV. This on a day when Vijay has released his first video statement after the Karur tragedy, saying that he will continue with his political tragedy. He has also in some ways asked MK Stalin, the Chief Minister, to take action against him if he wants, but that he will not stop with his politics. With that, it's time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.